Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Hampton, and I teach chemistry and physics at Sunset High School. I've been a teacher at Sunset since 2013, and before that I taught science, AP chemistry, biology, environmental sciences, physics, a variety of different science subjects in Southern Oregon, Hawaii, and Alaska. So I'm originally from Alaska, been up there for almost 30 years, working in the private sector. I had my own companies that worked in engineering and the sciences, conducting a variety of different studies, mostly for government and industry. So over those years, I got to apply my science rather than just worry about what the book said. So I love to bring that experience to my classroom. Well, this year, science looks a little bit different. All subjects look a little bit different because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So I teach this term two advisory study hall type classes. And so if your student is in one of those, there are no assignments, there are no graded quizzes, tests, papers, and so your students get pretty much a free ride so long as they attend. Attendance is always required in all subjects. I also teach a sophomore chemistry class and a freshman physics class. So with those courses, my objective is to keep the students coming to class. I can't teach them if they're not in attendance. So I'm always trying to find ways to make science more interesting and more relevant to them. So for our freshmen, I want to keep the math simple. For our sophomores, we're doing only addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Exponents are very rare in both courses. So grading is primarily based on a set of three elements for each of our learning targets. The students will always have a quiz, which can be taken online and retaken if they don't do very well. All they have to do is come see me on Zoom. We'll arrange a time to fix what they don't know, and they can retake the quiz. The second element is an e-binder, where they are keeping their various assignments and homework, and that's turned in about every 2 to 3 weeks. So they should have an opportunity to clean up their binder and share that with me so that I can put a grade on it. If they're missing significant amounts of things, they can always add those back into their notebook and ask me to take another look at it. The third thing that I ask them to do is some writing. In these days, whether it is working for Intel or working for Microsoft or working for an oil company or another energy company or consulting company, writing is incredibly important. And so we want our science students to be writing. So for each of our learning targets, there's a small writing assignment, generally in the range of 300 to 500 words. So that's half a page to a page. So I want our students to be more focused on the learning than on the grade. I've asked them to participate in their learning this year. So they have to come into class, all my classes do, and sign themselves in on attendance. So if they are marked absent, the reason is that they didn't mark themselves present. All right, so on our overall grading, we are still on a proficiency basis, 1 through 4. Labs are going to be all online. So hopefully this year we'll be able to keep our students coming to class, keep attendance up, and keep their interest up. Science is still incredibly interesting, incredibly important for us as a country and a world as we move forward. So if you have questions or your student has questions, they can always email me and I'll do my best to get back to you promptly.